Hello everybody and welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons speed build. I'm really excited for you guys to see this one. I feel like this build very much shows off my personal style of decorating. The first one did as well, and a little bit the second one. I mean, I guess I can't really keep my style out of any build I do, right? But this one is very cluttered, and I think that's the way I like to decorate. I just like to have things everywhere. So people talk about like minimalism, right? And there's like, only what you need, and everything is like crisp, clean lines and simple colors and everything. I'm very much more on the side of maximalism. I love lots of textures and lots of colors and just things happening everywhere, and I think that it's really neat. I think it's a cool way to decorate, especially in games like this where there's so much cool furniture. Like, there were so many items I wanted to include in this build that I couldn't, and you'll see that as I'm placing down a lot of these items. I also gave myself a lot of color choices for these things, and I struggled with the wallpaper for a really long time. I wanted to have those nice checkered window curtains. I think they're the cutest, but I had trouble with the color scheme for this one because I thought I was going to go more for like the red checker, and then I ended up going with green instead, and I did more of like a green color scheme, very cool colored with more of like neutral woods in my opinion. And I think it turned out really nice. I think the green works really well, especially with a lot of the items that we have. I used a couple of the Turkey Day items, but colored with this like spring color that they have for it, and I think that just worked out really, really well. So you'll see that table's out with a whole bunch of a whole bunch of other stuff. I needed lots of options for this one because I didn't have an idea of how exactly I wanted it laid out, and I actually haven't had a kitchen in my Animal Crossing home for a while, so I wasn't as familiar with all of the kitchen items that I'd acquired in my catalog. I build these on Harv's Island, in case you didn't know, so I have access to everything in my catalog. So I was a little overwhelmed with options, so it did take me some time to work through what I wanted the counters to be, or how much kitchen workspace I wanted. But the ironwood set I ended up really liking in that color there. I didn't end up using a lot of the ironwood set. You'll see later what I ended up figuring out for counter space, but you can see they don't sit right next to each other, and that bothered me a lot. And I wanted like an island sort of thing, but obviously you can't scooch the tables right next to each other in this game, so you can't make it look like it's one continuous piece of furniture. This kitchen is also inspired after a sort of country look. I wanted something that looked maybe like it belonged on a farm or just in a cute little house in the country. So we've got a small laundry space off to the side. We've got some storage. Again, lots of clutter, some plants, all that good stuff. I was trying to make a divider work in that space for the laundry, and it did not look good. So I do end up removing that later on. But so now you'll see that I've got an ironwood table as sort of a kitchen island with the little wooden stools at it, and I just thought that looked so cute. And I love that color with the wood and the white on the like legs and stuff and accents. I think it's so cute. But now you'll see me starting to grab more of the items in the miscellaneous category. Like I've talked about before, I usually try to go with the bigger furniture first, and then I drop in a bunch of the smaller stuff and see how I can make that fit with the sort of base that I put down of the larger furniture. So you'll see I'm getting like a pan with some food on it, a toaster, a fruit bowl, and some boxes, because I thought, if this is like a country home, or maybe it's like a farm home, maybe they've got some produce that they've got to ship out, and they just, store that in a corner of their kitchen, because this is a big room for a kitchen, in my opinion, at least for Animal Crossing, because we don't have like a lot of counters and stuff, so the kitchen area ends up being really small, and then you've got a little dining space, a little laundry space, and then like a little storage space. And I think that that's kind of realistic for a kitchen like this because, you know, you don't necessarily have a room dedicated to all of those things depending on like the size of the house. So I pictured that this would be like inside a kind of like small-ish farmhouse, and they've got to like do a little bit of their storage in their kitchen, and I don't know, I think that's cute, and I feel like it's realistic. And again, it really lets me lean into that cluttered style that I have for decorating. So you'll see that I put some stuff on the table. We've got a couple of those plates for the Turkey Day furniture set, and I believe I put like a homework set or something on the table too, thinking maybe like the kids are doing their homework over there. And I made the island bigger. I ended up putting 2 of those ironwood tables next to each other, and I think that that worked really well. It's a nice big kitchen island. And then I put some stuff on the walls because I figured we needed a few things. So we've got like a pot rack, some knives, a cute little hanging plant, a cuckoo clock, really cute stuff. And of course, we've incorporated like teacups and a lot of good stuff. So we've got the little storage area with the shelf and a little butter churn and the little laundry thing. And I thought that that worked really well for that space. Sort of like, you know, you go do your laundry outside in your little laundry tub, and then you store it in the corner of the kitchen. We've also got a little wood stove, and then of course the dining table, yes, with the homework set, and the little casserole pan. I love that. Then the laundry area, you can, you know, iron your shirts and stuff and wash stuff. And there's a little pet bowl in the corner. And then the kitchen, which you can't walk into the main like workspace of the kitchen, but I don't think that matters for an Animal Crossing build. So you got your little stove, and you've got your little like kettle and your toaster and where you do your dishes and stuff, and the fridge with the little things on it. I just think it's so cute. But yeah, that's the build. I'm gonna go ahead and go into photos. I hope you guys like it and enjoy. Just a reminder that you guys can find me all over the internet, so check the description for those links, and thanks for watching.